Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. We're going to see what you need to know right now, what's coming towards you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's see. Oh, sheesh. Okay. You have the snake and the panther coming out here. This is like some pretty intense, rough, rigid cycles that you're in the process of breaking, but it isn't always so simple. It isn't always so easy. And you could be feeling irritated or frustrated, annoyed. There's something you keep returning to, hummingbird and the starfish and the cosmic egg. It looks like a old wound or like an insecurity here that keeps coming on up, creeping through the cracks. But luckily with the cosmic egg, it's all about completion and overcoming old ways, old cycles, and reaching a new level of awareness. But so yeah, you're like noticing something that keeps on happening over and over and over and over and over again, and so you got to do something about it, right? Panther is the energy of purging, is the energy of having to confront something head on. It could get a little intense, it could get a little ugly, it could get a little, I don't want to say violent, but it's extreme, you know? It's quite extreme. But it's necessary. Okay? So, that is what I'm getting so far. What is in the air today as I'm doing these readings are just like intense stuff for the collective. I sage, I cleanse. Woof. Everybody stay calm. Show me clearly what's going on for Capricorn. 5 of Swords is your first card out, and the 4 of Pentacles. My goodness. I do feel like a little bit of a pettiness, like I'm gonna hold back. After, so like 5 of Swords, this can bring in conflict, misunderstandings. This is where we aren't really in harmony with ourselves and with others around us. This is where we're under a lot of judgment. We're judging others harshly. Mistakes are being made. Communication is very tense, maybe very blunt, maybe some things that you said that you can't take back, or others have been very cold or rude or disrespectful towards you. 5 of Swords can bring in deception. It can bring in some deceit, like lying and manipulation, mind games. And 4 of Pentacles at the bottom is like an energy of I'm holding on to this, or I'm holding on, I'm never gonna forget this. I'm never gonna forgive you. Or this is saying like maybe this is where you're trying to hold back from adding more fire to the flame. Not that we have any fire actually out here. Oh, Panther's fire, but you could be trying your best to not react. But let's see, 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, strength. Yeah, you're trying to evolve. You're trying to take the higher ground, but it is challenging you. But this is necessary healing that's also taking place. And healing can be ugly. Healing can be triggering and it can be uncomfortable. So, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. The Lovers. Okay. This could be bringing attention to you and a love interest. This could be bringing up someone, Hierophant and the Lovers, someone that you're either married to, you're committed to, you're in some sort of contract with. If it isn't romantic, there's a business contract here, but this is bringing up like some kind of soulmate energy of yours. And right now, you may be feeling overlooked or that you aren't being chosen or committed to. This seems like it's a rough patch, okay? You and someone are experiencing a bit of a rocky, turbulent time in this relationship or in this marriage. The Lovers, the Hierophant, Temperance, 10 of Cups. So children may be involved here. There is this desire to bring peace, to get on the same page. And I do feel like, especially as we reach Taurus season, right now we're in Aries season, as we get closer to Taurus season, I feel like there will be more stability. Maybe by the new moon in Taurus, we have the moon underneath the Wheel of Fortune. There's something coming up about divine timing, and Temperance is a card of having to surrender and bring healing, and even just taking a bit of a space, taking a little bit of a break. Maybe you're just needing to spend more time with family or siblings or at home, like a sacred calm place where you can just ground and ease your mind. you need to be around good company right now. So if there's anything or anyone that's throwing you off or triggering you, this is probably the best time to avoid them if possible, or just like disassociate yourself from them at this moment. That's probably for the best. Strength along with the Four of Wands. Okay. Leo energy. By the way, we have Gemini. Taurus is still here at the bottom. So strength and the Four of Wands. It's like holding down the fort. This is the foundation. This is where, you know, we interact with other people, highlighting our foundation, like our home, where we live, our community, our friends, our family, our community, like a village, right? And being there for one another and supporting each other through the turbulent time. So even if you are having a rough patch with somebody that you love, but right now they could be pissing you the fuck off, at the end of the day, strength in the Four of Wands, there's still loyalty, there's still that undying support and commitment. Like it's always gonna be there. It's always going to be there. Universe brings all I need to feel blissful, and I can deal with whatever comes my way. So it feels like there's support here as times are challenging, but there will be some sort of assistance or support or just like general improvement. Hierophant, Five of Wands, and Temperance. Again, like, so we have the same cards except Five of Wands is here. Hierophant with the Five of Wands is saying like your commitment is being tested. There's a series of challenges that you are experiencing as you are committing yourself to this project, to this place, to this person, to this idea, whatever this is that you're committed to. There are some obstacles, there are some issues, there is a little bit of conflicting energies that are at play. Maybe it's some things outside of you or outside of your control. And the best thing that you can do during this whole time is to remain calm. I find clarity through the calm. Underneath that, Seven of Cups. This is a card where, you know, we're not getting clarity, or where there's so much moving pieces and we're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. And so what do we need to do during these times of change? Seven of Cups and the Tower. During these times of change, what can we do to maneuver through and find our way through to the other side? We have to surrender. Temperance and the Hangman. We gotta look at this a different way. We have to challenge our thoughts. We have to challenge our perception, our beliefs. It isn't always the easiest. Sometimes it's like a struggle, but Five of Wands. And the Hierophant. You gotta stay committed. You gotta lock in. All right? You gotta lock in. Especially if you're trying to implement change or establish new habits, new routines. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot. Judgments, and then at the bottom, Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is pretty positive. I would read this as that, you know, you're at this pushing point of no return. It's like you're at the tip of the iceberg. I don't know why I'm getting that, but Eight of Wands is at the bottom. So this feels like everything's reaching its peak just as you're about to jump off the edge and embark on this new journey or this new experience. With Judgment over here, we are looking at things from our past and how we got here. What did we do to end up in this situation? What actions did we take? What did I ignore? What did I overlook? What were my intentions behind my actions? How did I end up here? And this is not the time to beat ourselves up over what we did or to, you know, stay stuck in the past of what we could have done differently, or, oh my God, I should have known better. It's like, from this day, moving onwards, can we just do better? Right? We can't change the past. We can only change our present actions that will have an influence on our future. So with the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, Queen of Wands, this is all positive progression, saying, all right, our past doesn't define us. Our mistakes we made, they don't hold power over us. We can learn from them. We can evolve from them. We can create better. No more consuming. Let's create. Let's create something new. Let's create something better than what we came from. That's basically what I'm seeing so far. So, yeah. Let's get one more. I mean, let's get one more. Devil trying to come out, and here we have it. The Devil, Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Hangman at the bottom. Okay, so this is just a little heads up, especially this Knight of Pentacles. For me, I always see this Knight of Pentacles as, hey, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Just a heads up. Just be aware of this. Just be mindful. Okay, Hermit, Hangman. This is all going on inside of you, in your brain, in your mind, in your soul, within your consciousness. Not so much in your physical reality. This feels more like it's going on inside of you. And it is the Devil. So that's the thing. When we're trying to create a new experience and we're trying to change our habits, we're trying to change our routine, our mindset, how we carry ourselves, how we interact with others, whatever, we're trying to break the old mold, it can be a challenge. And I am seeing with Judgment and the Devil, you kind of keep getting pulled back in. And I feel like we've had this come through in your readings before, Capricorn. I feel like we have. So this is where we need to really use our discernment, practice patience, discipline, focus. The moment you realize, oh, I fucked up. Okay, we only have the now moment. From here on out, let's switch gears. We can change it. Okay, we can learn from the past. We don't have to let this dictate ourselves from this point moving forwards. But again, there's moments where you find yourself slipping up, or you find yourself resorting back to old ways, your comfort, out of old habit. So then we go back to these animal cards. You're getting frustrated with yourself. You're like, oh my God, can I just get this through my brain? What's at the bottom? Hummingbird, the starfish, and the cosmic egg. It's like you're slowly but surely chipping away at whatever this is. You are making progress. Give yourself credit. Some of you are not giving yourself enough credit. Let's see here. If this is between you and another person, it's a cycle you keep falling back into. You and this person keep falling back into this old habit, these old cycles, these old routines. And it's just like Knight of Pentacles, a Hermit. You do need to go within. Even if even if this is within a relationship, both of y'all are being required to go within. You're triggering each other. You're being challenged to look at this a different way. Page of Swords is underneath the Hangman, and even the Sun. Cool, and the Magician, right? This is where your mindset is shifting. The lens that you look through, the way you look at life, the way you perceive yourself, the way you interact with others, all this is shifting. It's slow, right? Page of Swords is the beginning stage, it's early stage, it's slow, it's subtle, but this is a new awareness. Magician and the Sun, a new awareness that brings in optimism, that brings in hope and positivity, looking at the blessings rather than the loss, the failure, what didn't work out. This is where we are actively choosing to go forwards with one foot in front of the other and choosing best case scenario rather than a worst case scenario. Or it's basically, even the Star, bringing in that hope, bringing in that optimism, bringing in that healing. So yeah, but it all stems from within. It all stems from within. So seems like that's your greatest challenge, is yourself. Okay. Let's clarify. Five of Swords. In the affirmation for Five of Swords, I will heal myself. So that's what's really coming down to, is healing. Again, healing isn't easy, and it's not just like overnight, and it's not just one step, 1, 2, 3, boom, we're done, we're healed, we're fine. Look, Five of Swords again at the bottom, double confirmation. Sometimes we hurt the ones we love, even though it's unintentional, but because of our own wounds and our own ego and our triggers, sometimes we say or act in ways that are not good. So can we at least hold ourselves accountable? Look, Tower's flipping out. Can we hold ourselves accountable, and can we at least start to make baby steps? Five of Swords in the Tower. There's a remodeling taking place. There's this transition taking place. There's this need to take some harsh looks at ourselves. Six of Wands. It's about acknowledgement. It's about also the attention that we give and receive. Why do we do the things we do? Is it for a reaction? Is it to be accepted? Is it to feel important? Six of Wands to Eight of Cups. I get attention and then I leave so that they want more of me. Like, what is this whole thing? What is this shenanigans? Five of Swords. Five of Swords in the Tower. This can't go on. This can't continue. Three of Swords. It's just, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of misery, and a lot of people here that are involved. Eight of Pentacles. But all these individuals here that are involved have all made mistakes. They've all had issues to overcome and are currently overcoming. It's like it takes two to tango. Everybody seems to have a part to play in this role, right? A part to play in this collective suffering. Oh my God, the shit going on in the world. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Oh my gosh. But again, as each one of us are individually healing, that does help raise the collective vibration. Little by little. It counts. But yeah, necessary healing. Necessary healing. There may be apologies. You may be receiving I'm sorry, Capricorn. I didn't mean to hurt you. Here's a reason or explanation as to why I said or did. You know, it's not going to change the past, but it can bridge the gap. Okay, tell me the Lovers. Ten of Pentacles. Tell me the Lovers. Hierophant. We saw that earlier with the Lovers. It was a Hierophant that came out at the bottom. One more. The Two of Wands. So, Knight of Cups. This is bringing up those that you're loyal to and those who are loyal to you. There are family traditions. There's family traumas as well. Everything that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. And can you learn and grow and evolve from what you came from, right? And we see in the Hierophant, she's in the library, she's studying, she's practicing, she's preparing for her exams, she's perfecting, she's learning through what she witnessed and through what was passed down to her and what she grew from. And so that if she were to ever have a kid, a child, children, well, I can't fucking speak, but that she can leave a different imprint, leave a different mark. So that's where Hierophant to the Two of Wands, I feel like I've said this in a couple readings lately, we either evolve or we repeat. History does have the tendency to repeat itself, and we're literally seeing this shit play out worldwide, and we're probably witnessing this play out in your own personal lives, your own history, your own patterns, your own cycles, how deep rooted it is, and how it's a challenge to implement new ways, but it's not impossible. It just takes a lot of practice and mindfulness and redirection, and it can be exhausting, right? But it's the only way to change it is to go through with it, to keep trying. Right? Strength, where now we have to be strong. We need to stay disciplined. We may also need support or help from others. Sometimes we can't do this all on our own. Sometimes we need therapy. Sometimes we need a shoulder to cry on, right? But whatever it is that you're dealing with, you will overcome it. And you'll come out better. Always. Strength for, I was going to call you Leo. Shout out to anybody with Leo placements. Strength for Capricorn. Strength for Capricorn. Ace of Wands. Okay. So the fire has been ignited. Passion has been lit. Inspiration is hitting. There's that motivation. There's that drive. There's that momentum. Where it's like, fuck, I don't want to keep doing this. I really want better for myself. Three of Cups. And by sharing this energy with others, you can come together as this fucking force, you know, this unstoppable force. Because we all people have problems. I got problems, you got problems. But when we're doing this alone, it's more difficult. Sometimes when you come together, call up a friend, lean on each other for support. It's like this power team where you can support and inspire and push each other to grow and to expand. And it's a nice reminder like, hey, we're not alone in this. yeah, okay, you might be struggling with something different than what I'm struggling with, but fuck, like, we can team up, we can support each other, give each other advice, we can celebrate each other's success and our growth, and we can be victorious, you know, like, that's this energy here. So Ace of Wands and Three of Cups, this is good support, this is community, this is companionship, and this is also celebrating our wins, big or small, celebrating the victories. Wheel of Fortune also at the bottom, moving in the right direction. I like the sound of that. Okay, so Four of Wands. Four of Wands for Capricorn. Judgment. That's funny because the next card is Judgment, right? Judgment. Six of Swords at the bottom. Four of Wands. And the Fool. You have to hold yourself accountable. As you begin this new cycle, this new journey, this new path, you really have to hold yourself accountable, especially because, again, next card we have is the Devil. From Judgment to the Devil. Your past self is going to try and pull you back in. It's going to throw everything it has at you, against you, to get you back into the old ways. So whatever negative thoughts you've been having that you're now overcoming, you're saying, nope, I don't believe in that. I don't resonate with that. That's not true. Your past self, that little demon, is going to try and pull you back in and get you back into the bubble. You broke out of the fucking bubble. You broke out. Maybe it's from the help of a friend. Maybe it's just whatever, right? You finally have awoken. You finally realize what you're capable of, what you're ready to achieve, what you desire, what you want to experience. But then that old bubble is like, come back in. Come back in. It's safe here. It's comfortable. It's easy. But like realistically, it's not. It actually is ruining your life. As you're trying to break away, there's that pull, like, come back to the old, come back. Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six, Seven of Swords. I feel like this is the time where we need to be transparent. And I'm saying we, it's like, I don't know. I'm just saying we because, like, there's a lot of people here. And I'm feeling like I'm part of this collective. Like, because I got my shit I'm working through too, you know? Like, I ain't no perfect, oh my, hell fucking no, okay? So I guess, yes, I'm saying we because, like, yeah, me too. So let's hold ourselves accountable and let's be transparent here, okay? Seven of Swords sometimes can bring in, like, deception or secrets or we're hiding things. But when we let people in, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, when we invite others to witness what we're working on, you know, it brings another level to it. It brings another element where we can hide things from others, but we can't hide things from ourselves. But what am I saying? I'm feeling like, if you say, for example, like, let's say maybe you're wanting to break smoking or drinking, but only you know that. So if, say, you're going out to dinner with a friend and they're like, oh, I'm going to order a drink. You want something? You're like, yeah, sure. But internally, like, oh, I shouldn't be drinking, but they don't know that. I'm not saying that, okay, because if they knew about, you know, you breaking this, not that they're going to hold you accountable because they're not your fucking gatekeeper. They're not you're not your parent. I said Karen. It's not up to them to hold you accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable. But all I'm saying is, like, sometimes when you share your struggles, I think you get what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm like, it's not the best example because I don't even resonate with that example. Like, I don't have a substance addiction or an issue with that. So, I mean, that was the first thing that came to mind is like, yeah, I kind of lost it there. Okay, whatever, move along. Whatever. Okay, Judgment. Talk about Judgment. Let's stick to the cards. No more examples. Let's stick to the fucking cards. Okay, so Justice reversed. Seven of Cups. And the Magician. So if we're not ready We will be sent. I can't fucking speak. If we're not ready, we will be sent back to the beginning, and we have to do it again. And again and again and again and again until we finally understand, until we finally recognize what works for us, what doesn't work for us. So this is trial and error. Justice reverse, this is representing an imbalance. We just had the full moon in Libra a while ago. This is highlighting our imbalances. This is highlighting something that we've been overlooking. We have been easily swayed by our circumstances, by other people, by ourselves, right? We're just not in control, and things are just pushing us around like we are just little lap dogs. No, not okay. 7 of Cups. We have options available. We need to choose a different path. We tried this, it didn't work. Tried that one, that wasn't successful. Tried this, that failed. Okay. Don't choose those again. Try something else. That's the only way. And then Magician. You have the tools, you have what it takes. You can, like, there's no code to crack. There's no code to crack. You have what it takes to change your life. You do. 8 of Swords. You're overanalyzing. You're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself trapped. It's a mental trap. You gotta escape. You gotta escape your own mental prison. Page of Cups, and then the 2 of Swords. But see, I keep seeing, like, when it comes to you asking for help or reaching out, communicating, there's this back and forth. You don't want to disappoint others or let anybody down. You struggle with being vulnerable or being seen in a certain way, maybe fear of judgment, things like that. Okay, well, let's look into the Devil. Affirmation: I'm free of whatever is holding me back. What's holding you back, Capricorn? Whatever that is, you're free from it. You don't have to keep giving your power away. Hermit, and it stems from within. That's been this entire reading. Strength reversed, and then we have these 3 cards. Knight of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Cups reversed, and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. It's the energy of outgrowing certain environments, places, conditions, ideas, pressures, expectations. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But so Devil with the Hermit. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're doing it to yourself. If you didn't know it already, this is on you. This is on you. Hermit's always a card of self-reflection and going inwards. So you need some time to figure your shit out. Get your shit together. I say this with love. I love you so much. You can untangle yourself from this. I strength reverse. You kind of just want to quit. You kind of want to just give up. You kind of want to just give into it. Be like, you know what? It's easier to just give into it. This is who I am. This is who I'm always going to be. All right. Well, then your life is never going to change. And this is what you settle for. Enjoy. Are you happy about that? Enjoy. It's either that or you have to push through. And again, no one said it was easy. No one said it was easy, but the only way out of this is through yourself. And no one's coming to save you but yourself. You got to save yourself. You got to rescue yourself. There ain't no superhero coming around to pull you out of this. You have to be the one to change, who wants to change. If you don't want to change, nothing's going to change. If you're happy with the way this is, or you secretly are enjoying this miserable energy or whatever the fuck, like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but like, okay. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It can feel stuck, stale, stagnant, not a whole lot of movements. It can feel blocked. We need to get our priorities straight. Time management's important. We need structure. Maybe you're lacking structure or discipline in your life. Maybe this is just simply saying you need to stop doing X, Y, Z because it's really not helping you at all. 9 of Cups in the reverse is bringing up disappointment. It's bringing up failed attempts or missed opportunities. Or you're this is where you're arguing in the comments being like, well, I tried and it didn't work. It didn't work. Try something else. You got to try something else. Or try again, but this time, again, it's like something's got to change. The only thing that can change is you, your approach. There's something you have to let go. What are you clinging on to? Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's something you really have to surrender to. You're clinging on for dear life. You need to let that shit go. There's some part of you that's holding on to an old version of yourself or an old identity or holding on to a trauma or a wound or a memory. And it's like, who are you outside of that? And you don't know. And that maybe freaks you out. But it's like the devil in the deep blue sea. What are you going to choose? This is not, I don't feel like, you know what? I'm not going to say shit. I'm not going to, I zip my mouth. I'm not going to say nothing. This is the message. This is what came through. I'm not going to judge it. I surrender. See, because this is where I can be my own devil and I can get in my head and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't post that because it wasn't that positive. Or, you know, like, I'm not going to hold myself back, right? I'm free from whatever's holding me back. I'm not going to judge myself for this reading or the message that came through or how it came through or little whatever blips of my miscommunication or brain fog, whatever the fuck. I ain't going to judge it. My past self would have, but not me, not today. So that's my version. Oh, Capricorn, I wish you all the best. I love you. You got this. You're capable. You're strong. You are amazing. Don't you forget it. I love you. I'll let you go. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available in the description box. You can find me on my Instagram and my TikTok at JadeStoneTarot. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.